na ewo mu say ye won krofo bi wo wa ne ba na nya aware ne kura na eye ne ya because me so fu minim ye wo minimo ba bi a ye friend na ode o America o twempna oni problem ba be maka so be ware na ne pampan ya start ba no ho ye koma na ehu se no ade ne fi ba bi efi ena ye bompa ye man direction ya nyankopon ya adom ansofo no mu bebre ana obi kura wa wo ne ba no on pese ne ba no benya aware pa o pese okoto ha ne amani enti ye besre se meme side se na ba ye no menya akoma ene abotre na mitimi di hande na eba wo nso ya the same thing as a wutimi gina na wo ye na anytime bia no yemma yankasa yem protect yem protect ya warrior so bema ena eyo so ba o so ma me side na wo side o misre eba moma yehun hawa ye be handle ade no na ya handle a ene na betima ma ware na eden etim me fans for example bia me maxo aka me yire ma na da bia so dwe ni fia kwan am ne me yire be kasa no me ma me yire me abusua ne nte kwan am ne abusua ne be kasa no ntu be he na nka bo ma ba that is how I do but so ka so frame meeting say wentina o ye be ma o be kan pa cha o di ja pa na be be fie ho fa ni dia edi ni die no fama wo awofo ana wonsenum na wo yere nso odo ni protection no fama no na ma abusua no se wo yere ya wo yere wontimi nkoti wo yere nya bibia da so mo ye hu sa de na otande mo ba be ma bi wa obeyiska ko na abusuam oba na ni hu bi okwa na waka obo yere amane o ma mo ma yere amane na eho no ede ohaw bi ba oba no so ba sa mutina mene me yere dwuna ho ne se ene ye pese ye ye mamu ne obisa na ye dwuna ho ne se ne ye ye eno ne die onim se mu ye tim work ebedu ba bi no mfa oba ma no so o de ba be for oba no so e ba ne sa aso bia ne obetima fight etia oba na be ma no ti moma mema na ye wa ware mu no ne oyere mu ye ntimo up se na be ya ntokura bia ntimi mbam ya mishra ye nyina e won ne discussion ya onyame dia afa osra bre
ye da se pa pastor Chief Aban ye tie wo e kwan ben e na ye be fa so
na you know my what's the man no me man any problem na na man no more problem with your months na
and because
man ya no mame
ai so far okay ama bebe munti Chief Aban ye tie because so far there emema no bia ba chese ma so ye me ne ma so mu ntemba ye ma no ye ya so ma no mi hu satatata wo bebusa say na ensu ya na ye ka wo mu ho asem no ensu fo no so ma ba ye wife sedo ma ba ye yire no eda enti no yo asem se be na tatata kin no peso ka che Chief Aban akwa aba how far now na say ye to nka che Chief. Okay, emi say Chief nyanye ready. Ama me pacho yeti motemenka MC Kirk ebusuafo motemenka.
Odo ya che wonka.
MC Kirk mame nsem emaw. Chese de we a wusi.
Me hu say wo ye catch up bi wo ho with lipstick no.
MC Kirk nyame sha wate me hu say wo remind ye busuafo so mo power tap say ayakọ 71 mo ya de nyame enhira mo ye gifters nyina sweet pika welcome says me hu so be gift ye me pacho eya na obitia me na so say gifters ne bana me ibo mudin recognize ma eya na interruption no enti na obi kasa ya na gift ne ba me ntimi kan mesre mo amo gift nyina nyankopon enhira mo medamase ne mo ye nyina me appreciate wate me love you guys too much nyame enhira mo medamase yo ama me pacho yeti o mi say Chief Aban onyanya ready nti ama yeti o says me pacho motemenka
Yeti won kampa na em say amajo ebia okoye
why you busy okay okay Chief Aban unsu ni ho Chief Aban unsu ni ho
Yo, Nana,
Okay.
only what they are, Mammy Mrem.
Okay, any Breman sana, Mama. Okay.
Okay. Wubusa question be earlier say, what's the name baba? One are responsible for the DDM?
Because
Wubusa sa question. No crane yamini, the aye this are problems Nepal. Yanum baby, ye Bob Brannan, ye shayama. A Dionysus said, ye show mona, Debbie almost on my day, or my baby. The Wupia Fadina, and no ya coffers have problems when you are at the pal.
Okay.
I saw why wagging said, O Coslau Barin you could dear. Unim sao beko into Tususu. Nebuau, nefako.
Hey.
So, no mama obidi, and answer one mama obidia, the Winyamias say a bonus. But don't go there expecting it.
MC Kirk backtrack. So I repeat it won't be most say I sell or bestra or ba boa. First car what the better Diani bedi ebra.
Sa boa.
Some na critical.
To susu na boa. Ne di utrim say, oh, me kwa kosra bere maya any ni kunu any ni yere.
Okay.
Inti na boa fesi ne fako. Sa wo boa sie na wokọ na nyame ya wadom na omo no ama obidi anomo ma kakra to ho a no wasi hure because they will save you no at the end of the day e ya wa usika so when you sua e ya wa wodea
Right.
but so what they come any bri ekọ obare na oyire ne ho a na wonsa kusi fom a eno na ye this problems we eba Ediani bri any bayi and eba. Nana unim se mini madam fubia one ne yere ema mi nyina na ti UK ho.
Okay.
Enso yede ne nana enum bre omo a oji om babysitter esika.
And they are common crowd America house.
Every 2 weeks bia £700 ma manage.
Hey.
Ono a hwe no ane nana no. Osanji babysitter sika. Na we enye baifuo na onye baifuo e na enye utru mu kwan na sabe e wa sa nyamra nsem we ubedi na nshida ben kura na de bebrew ha dwen unana ha dwen nti e boye bra na mummie na nyini emmo bra ni ni mfa ye ni bre ni e failure enkonko so ye man so nkomo unnecessary pressure. Inti no okwa boa ho to waduane se wo betumi kura wo firi Ghana na eba ye baire ye we kakra ayi enamui momoni chichire kakra ayi enwe chichire kakra na fabra be MC be dey go for there for ya dey tell ya ncho service ro aden go for there for ya ncho service no Uvodi aflamesi ya nchosa de district ya nchosa de.
Bema ade.
Mama money fee.
Bema manin kase ne wasu wonfa mfantema. Tata takin. What's it now uwo bibi uwo question ana correction. MC where you? MC Kirk where you?
MC Kirk.
Oh, me say obi a friend Simo Beba.
Obi a friend, okay. The Pamcho at for Montapo, MC, who's no. I said, in country, in the next 1 hour, put me the 200. And then the young Michael, and you know, Miss Roma, some person, young Michael, and your Mumpa one tap of my wife. Yes, Roma. And because
yeah, Michael, yeah, Bema.
But when buy is he
Big Daddy? Me patcho Big Dad, any doing so Big Dad.
Okay, you.
Big Dad me patcho ye till ebusiafo and what me who say wo power tap biano. Oh, yes, Sister Rita Ama. Thank you so much. Nyame inshallah. Na ya mouth shout out into yes, mom power tap brother Daniel. Yeah, that's it.
Mumpa WhatsApp na yedu 100 nso a ene de ebi hu ya Michael nti mumpa mo tap why ebi hu ya Michael me yanti a hosu de bia na ebi hu na nani ade ene de ebi
Yo, Big Daddy, it's you.
Okay, me nuaba anse ye mamu nyina obi amwora mse ye wi a ye mama ha na yes so
Morning.
baby ye we ye anopa so ni Ghana anse ye mo bi aso anse mache ba say je say mo ye adwuma adefua Ghana abusu nyina
That's it.
so beka kakra afa say so for no
Okay.
na sabe tete na ya na namo asem we da bia no kase. How did they manage to know things? He said, Chikwara no one could school. Or which you discover say we yet some of the casu in an a no correct. It would be there and Cassis via a man of fire and I said, it will be a war. The year came in our dear Yakan is in a book of Barney Bearman. So, Bearma, Sabi, Oma Hopaya, and Unyama, and Oma me. I do it and you from.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, the same thing now also so no, Oma Hopaya, that's all my me, so bitty me. I do and a kicking from. Now, Obama so Sabi, grow well be to Efa Obano, Bearmano, now for no honor, and so chile or dog out be. Now, Bearman also or dry also will be actually. Take me to say a year above 20, you know. Mono mawade ba mo ma me de o parent and our sisters we there mono oboya aside of the game you know so mo pese awade no se be enye yie dia o se be ma bi wo a ana se oba bi wo a asem si ya no wa firu na o dia koto se be mo ma me ana wi ama ko ejem se be obi aso dore ba se ne wo no oba no abuwa bisiafo edo be ba so na bisiafo dore it is a bibini na mo ntimi an country na mo amanhwe se mo baso abo problem na asemba urede na mo de kwa na the end of the day no de bia no na mo wane mo create mo mess tino yesterday am say awarefo na yemi okuma no so no a omo eba no omo make sure say sebe niam bi mo ho no a it will handle their own issues na afeso so no bi so wo ho a nipa no eba no o de ato ni team na me de amansefo de me mma ne kwankora udi agora ne me yo no wo se nipa se wo ka utiri mopo na wo di ka asema bi a nipa no kora na eba no nipa no onye bode baby a eye mistake insam so obenya odon e de ama no na obuafu if you say why di kana bo uti mpo se wo de wansefo de wo mo kwane e mo bi a me yo se ti se bi a afutuo bi kura no obi kura de ma wa na so obuafu dia se de bia no ye nye den sebe ma no so no mo so no mo mbere mo ho ase kakra emfama mo nsefo no sebe aye bia no omo so awade ebi owo afutuo ebeti di ama saa ne be ma no so ye bre ye ho ase so edima ye so ye nsefo no a omo so ne bia omo so wo afutuo omo so no ebeti di ama ye efise mpanyifo se akora de obi panyine na obi nye bi da akora de obi aye bi da ye pirisu nyina no ye maame mo no ye papa mo no omo atwam nti se yenya ntoboase ene odo yi e kire omo a sebe ye sure se omo nso no omo betimi aboaye ama akwantu no a ye kono ye nso no ye tima akọ amana ayeden asi ye nti no am se na ye sure se ye nyina so ye kenso nyina fa pem no so no mpa ibo so no no so no ehia ano so ye part fa ye mompa ye se ne be ya bonsa no so no entimi ye den ono so no entimi emewuram na ono so no emese ndiama tino spiritual so no ehia ana physical na be ma no so no say we should be mature you say ka so be mature enye age mature in mental so what you say asemsia obitimagina 100 as a man no nyina so no eye se de be ya enye bibia na yensefo no ebebam wow you say akobasa no so no a na say ɛbɛboa ama nneɛma nso no atoto yie nti say nso meda mo ase sɛ mama mo akwanya na me nso so maka m'adwene nti meda mo ase.
Ayo rapini Big Daddy that was the war again host no wapaja ne mu kakra nti no or prepare ya Michael nti no yenua ama Hega the pacha o sister ma okay your sister ma you busy maame me pacha obi crew me hene hema oh sister ma okay you me pacha o to be bring my why show
kakra me kese me se busuafo aka bebiri na me ami hu bia me hya ase mfina me hu bia me nkowi enso fo no bi mo ho a me nka ne mema ne side when we say ne Ebra bi ka ne before no ya na dodo na fi se be ma na ye japade na e ko ma ba ne ma ho nti sade no ahye enso fo bi no emu a Emma pe nso no masem
right
because opeso ye bibia se na ebe ya ebi kura ware na aspect ase no obi fira ware na ase sana nkumafo no so etie but enyo omu nyina de but most of them no because of japade ni nti no omu eni enja ware no match ena ye ba ma oba no side no so a oba na busua no nim say ejapade bi wo ho a dodo na eba ema no ho enti no so oba ema me besra na asibe ma ana obesra wo mo a tambia no wo say enije wo ho okrokro be ma no okrokro ba no okrokro nkra no san say the ni mire bibia we na ye kan nyina dodo na ye anibire ene ko fasade ma ni nyina ba
okay
anibire ene ko fasade ma ni nyina ba kane no ye nana no e wale ya omo wale bibre so ohu problem bia wo akra for ntem ohu problem bia wo abusuan ntem but ene ye wale ya na abusuan no wo se ntawanto bibre because of ejabadi enti ana ne masaka aka ho bi mo oba bi wo na se ne maame besra na awa kwantuma oba because of say wa print no wo je bibia egu maame no so maame no ana ye be ma na aduane maame no ana ye anapa be ma na da be so ne ma na say breakfast esi ne ho na be ma no maame no ye we ma be ma no enti bo say wo je bibia egu na ne maame no so a be ma na be mu say de wa ma see ye media yes akwa na me yere kwa me wa no oye me oba no wani me ba wo so no na ukuru ayo maame
ukunu timi we o maame
na monte de be bia say asofo ji
we ne sama ne yi ohema
enti ne zo mu say wa say wa o maame ye o maame ukunu no wo so o mumma ayi kakra ebe say o maame be sarawa enye bibia na wo say o maame ye ma ukunu wo be ma ko mu say ne maame ne yere ne na asidi nkoma obi wo ha wo so otwe na wo kakra nye bibia na wo so mu kinem na ayi kakra apem nti ba sa na tambia no awale na kama but wo je bibia ku o maame so a obetumi age okunu kra firi wonsem
wow
eni nti no dien nti ne wo say maase wo say me ka maase oba bia no na opeso be kipu na wale ye oba bia pe na wale ye nti se ma no ya se ba ye ho a ya na ye je mo so ye je ya se no so but oba bi wo ha de oba ye ni bia na wa se bi wo ne oba ye ni bia na nyane fe ye oba ye ni bia no oba ko ho se de nkwa mo se na enye amene fe because on say ejapade bi wo ho ne ba no bibi nti no o se paso o de bibi etum ntem se na ebe ya bi kwa wale ne kwa no ebegu ana ba ma obetena se ama oyere ama wo maame ana oba obetena se ama wo maame ana wo papa egu awale no na sebe be ma no unya nyina wa wale because uni wo maame suban bi do bibi kwaswa wo sa wo from maame wo dem maame hu se na ide na ekoso na wo ni wo maame no akasa because untumi nka wo maame ani wo yere ani
sa
untumi to frɛ wo maame no na wone na kasa sɛ woba yi ba wo sɛ bibi sɛ yɛ kɔsɔ na me yere sesa na wafrɛ wo yere nso deɛ na ɛkɔsɔ na waka kyerɛw na ɔne ɔmo nyinaa akasa na kɛ sɛ yi ato yi ba sɛ wo bibi sa dɛ sɛ obu wɔ ne gu so ana wo frɛ wo maame wɔ yere anim na wo ka wo maame anim wɔ yere anim wo frɛ wo yere na wo ka wo yere anim wɔ wo maame anim a ɛno so tumi gu aware ɛno nti kakra mɛka ne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ aware na ɛwɔ no because yɛsɛ yɛware a yɛware de abusua
right
wontumi nware ɛngyae ni wokuna busua mfirim ɛna wontumi ngyi yere nso busua mfirim basi yɛhu sɛ na yɛbɛsi atena asɔ aware mu no yi a awale no yɛbɛkɔ ade akɔsi sɛ Nyankopɔn bɛto yɛ sɛ afro abusua no ayi ɛfa no no nyinaa nti mpakyɛ kakra me nso mɛka no
yo yɛda se
nyame
yo nyame nhyira wo nso paa ai brotherhood ɛse omu pɛsi omu hu the reason why a omu deɛ omu ne nsɛw nom any issue ba yɛ ma no ye na ye ne omu maame nom da bia ye ne omu wɔ ha no maame ye tio YouTube abusuafo ene me pacho maame mi bo and then the first time I may try it out until I don't even know how to respond to questions ene ebi ma send hi my me figure me out next time I meba mon franche me maame ye tio
yo ana wow Mama for no like Esther can from Infitiasia no. Your mother-in-laws ni bi wo ho no mo a. Omo feel say omo ba be ma na be ware won. Waje na boso.
Waje no. Okay.
Waje ni ben free ni nsem. But mama wo ware ba na eyi anka ware wadi o. So ne krache ne kasa twitwe basa bi.
And so no, me pacho, mommy, yeah, so no.
But
mommy, and so manum, and omo ya casetri, and I said, yeah, num, and so for them so say, ye need sadi, man, and need sadi.
I know, dear, I don't know what power to see when now my home quarantine or mocasa.
Okay,
now so worry or not, I saw ban. Ne babe man, I be worry into a near sadi and any way, and you're net here.
Okay.
Na me kafa bebia na na jenfi e kan ye no na oditu ye nuaba ma afiafo no eno de because anya asema mama chin ma baba gidi ani a in your business yeah me be ware ye ma mesuja
Wow.
ma baba hwe nkwan no be mama me na mpe ne basem said den be ma na ne ma me wa asem said den ne ma me owo no ne ne ma me ebre bi bedru obetie ne maami asem enti no sa no ka oh sa because no akwa ni komodifo wo dia ba ya no enkonko bie wa no ho na moja mudu ade be kwa koka bom se ba de be che de maami no go hu se maami bi nufu edes na wo twe
Mame me pacho mame eni die ni ahobrasem eho no o se eho no ma ntini na ase mame bi de en
what in yanka bwa wo so ji bo ya pesi so dia so na
asema okay na asem kese se de ma ntini ye sa wo se de en
me aha me ti akonwa so ntimi nsa repeat ma wo what you say
eni mame servant ba na wo be kasa me musani mu ese wo ka de mame so anche ma servant na de mi dia ma
me nyama so say o kasa bi
Ze mi ama sachara era ma wo se ma no so sachara.
Yo, mommy. Okay, mommy. Well, last question I'm a day man. Yes. And so for no more best try. Why na enye aduane ma wo mu because where your brotherhood be that junior or dia be dying or be cancer nana. Me ma me ba ye me yire no aduane kra ma me a ne ha me yire no. Enti no. Why na no aduane ma so for no.
Oh, that be Ufie there, you are the mistress of the house.
Okay.
Ufie. When I am mistress. It's why should you allow mother-in-law some be aduane e ma ukunu. Hey.
Onu ame ukunu. Mother-in-law no onu ane aduane obedi. Enye ukunu.
Onu abro ane aduane.
Aha.
Wo ye no waba Ufie no wo ye no somfo.
Medase.
Wo na be som no.
Okay.
Wo ba na wo so ye aduane ma wase.
Okay.
Na mo ye ma ne ba kum yenu na hu se wandi a. No wa prompt ne ba be ma ne said de ne ma me de ba no. Onya ahoboa no mama me ni fifie ho ne montem.
Mama.
Yes.
Because me ntia say me fie a me ne me kunu tim. Wo wa ba ho no me ye dua ne ma wa hompe. Won so won kire me say de ope weduane yo. Wo ba be gina me kitchen aye weduane. Aho nye wo fie tu be ko fie.
Wa so ba ni be ko ni fie.
Abeko ni fie, okọ ni fie no akọ di na hima asem ho. Na nya be bia me ne me kunu ti. Ensi.
Ene wa wari ebe gu ntemo.
Me fa ho. Ada tina waso fie ba me fie. O ma me nso ho me nche mani so. O ba ba no weduane wo me fie. Enya se weduane no. Me nim ye bia se me nim ye dia fine. Eno kra me so mu kitchen aye. Me ma me ne.
The best thing na ne say o be ware abisa oba no. O ma me no papa ti ase. O ka se anya na wako wanim. O ka so mawu a na afi wape no. Nti me ba na po a me de mo ya mo
There be eno de ya.
Yo, mama, like me say tata wo hene. Mama wo hene se obebusa question.
Ya kan sa wo baby a. O hene mpacho busa me dofo.
Me pacho eye me mami etwemu nyanza Queen Mother ni.
No,
Because we dey ya brobintia say
And that submission are different. Oh, are you different?
say be me who say mami ba dey deeper na wa family kuleza.
And then dear mommy or say and then dear.
Oh, there be one who said topic na da ho no very dicey.
Platform
Aso baby wo ho no a o de wo be hye ne yem. Ye wo aso baby nso wo ho no a wa na adwene se ne ba be ma no. Eye ni kun eti wo no wo betwe manso wo ho. Wo wani ade ana na twe ne fe.
Edru ho.
Woni ani ade anu agya no ho. Ah no agya ma no.
Yo, mommy, yeah, that's it. You near Bema, Daniel.
Yeah, then you'll be back.
Okay.
Ain't been by what the other.
Yo, yeah, that's it, mommy. You near Bema, Daniel. Say, it be the reason why, a man be no animal woman so no, almost complain, do. Would it too much salt, or the too much pepper, a goom. 1 year, the any.
Ain't you, dear? Ain't he say, Adam, yeah, first day, no, see me the too much salt, a gooma. Second day, me for a bingum, and I'm a friend, Sebastian Cheneno. Send our best metrono. Well, say, men now, make creative platform be a bema wo, you feel at home. But me never so you trying there. Would this year with bed Java, me feel no, but I want to ask a continental gunchain.
Yeah, festival, yeah, that's it, or see period, mammy, so the Wakasa no Wakasa. Yes, Sister Vivian, me pacho, ye tio. I want so more and the same, a may man is so more hard, and mamma, a bit told of your moon who do your money, so moody ma me a chio, so moody or more year no more chio, me pacho more and the same. Pacho Sister Vivian, oh, okay, any a sweet pika, me pacho, ye tio.
Vivian, oh,
ye tio.
Madam was some of family.
Ye more aqua,
I'm saying, what a big way, you be a canoe, and no. Nakakra me who say, a yana and man, a piece we a young grow.
A young grow.
Once a nice and a best run, be a kama. On any or any dream, man, and son, and I be no more canoe. I say, a hawk or a back for the Sophie, if you know about a man on never best ram. And I gana cramu crofu from no so be a fast away cry, a be a westram. Into about your hohu. Hohu be a by your son, say hohu. No expect a was in our bar, no quite driani. Na or no so no any drianity. When I saw some the hohu, so I am quite dish free Jim. Mammy may quite jum about the breakfast out the mano. Where did he? May call by mammy, where we are about drianing you. Why? We don't remember my bar. Oh, come on. But when I'm young people, Sarano. Now, Feddy, or shall see as a son drink. In Kaka was some one year, no, that's shown. Or shall say some or banana drink to be an adrian and breno. But when say, see, and when young. Until your banana tower, I say. I say, be big cancer, much if I was some will come on. One hour, I worry, tear, then mum, and find your juma. mfa nyɛ adwuma ɔbɛyɛ bi so maame bi so wɔ hɔ a ɛnso na obi so ka na metitire mu te sɛ ɔka sɛ ebi wɔ hɔ a na ne ba bɛma no ɔno ɔyɛ ne kunu sɛ ne kunu bi ne kunu firi mu ntɛm nti ne ba yɛ ne bibia ne kɔma da ne ba no so ɛyɛ nokorɛ ɔbɛyɛ biara wɔwɔ ma mmienu mmiɛnsa sɛ ɛma mmienu bɛma baako abɔ sɛ ɔbaa ta ɔbaa no da bia na ne ba bɛma no wɔ ne ho na mmaayewa nso wɔ wɔn papa no ɛyɛ nyame abɔdeɛ ɔdɔ ne ba wobɛhu na ɔpɛ obɛduru ha no aburokyire adekyɛ bɛma ne sif ma no ɔhyekyere bɔɔla na ɔde kɔ na ɔhwɛ na kwadwo kani bɛma paa na wɔsɔre ɔsoa bɔɔda onim ɔbɛte bo so ɔbɛfrɛ ne ba no nso ɔbɛma no ɛhɔ na kasɛ maame adeɛ saa na ti wɔ sɛ woboa me sifo a mede kɔ ɔno so kɔ a ebi obɛdi dwa ɔno so bɛfa de foforɔ ɛyɛ obiara nyɛ adeɛ a me nko ana meyɛ sɛ nyɛ sɛ biribi wode ne nka na ɔnte aseɛ wobɛhu sɛ nyɛ sɛ bia wasɛe ne ba no anaa biribi saa ɛsɛ ɔfi sɛ ne ba bɛma no watɛbɛ no nso na ɛnyɛ tɛbɛ no watɛbɛ yɛ mmara aburokyerɛ mmara ɔkɔ ɔde kɔ na wo so watumi atwa wo wokyerɛ no ase onipa biara mpɛ ɛnkyiri fo wasɛ mpa kɔ wokyerɛ no ase yie na wobu amfu a ɔbɛte aseɛ nti ɛyɛ na dodo na ɛyɛ na yɛsi efi ɛnse mpanyinfo yɛn kunu maame no ɛtɛ firi yɛn so ankasa yɛn mu binom yɛka sɛ ɔsɛ okyi ani anan ɔhɔ na ase na ba kora hɔ no ɔmpɛ
okay asewa bɛ fie hɔ no
saa deɛ no ɛma bebree wɔ yɛn mu ɛsɛ yɛyi sɛ su no
ɛsɛ yɛn sɛ wo no mo ba yɛ hɔ wɔ fie no
what say bema no ama said bio wobɛhwɛ kwa na kontomre bi no ɔte ya no de tɔn ya hwɛ ne ba ne du dibie bi okunafo ba bi no bi a wɔso ba no ne ba na bɛwaro aso wɔ so
okay
na fero bɛsra ne ba no a na wahyɛ se emunamuna na ma ase ma menya me privacy ma menya sɛ dabi ɛsɛ wodi ɔdɔ ɔyɛ sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ asibo wa de wa ho te deɛ na so wode fase de hia ne kakakra bɛyiyi ma yɛ so yɛ mfa bufuo ɛnhia ne sɛ wo maame a wontimi mfa bufuo nhia wo maame na ba ya maame ya ma wase
obɛyɛ ɔba papa
mama yɛ so yɛn so yɛn sirim yi ɛne mama yɛ aware aso ɔte sɛ sɛ deɛ nkora yɛn nkora akoma ɛde ne so yɛmi ne bɛyi
medase nyame insha sister Vivian ya tai bra why ne follow me so PA4 or say I know Ase is cooking in my wife's kitchen. Okay. But hers. That's her home office. Until the woman me if free ebesrama or you ne was so ye diane emano. Okay, yo. Yeah, that's it. Pan sweet picker, welcome, says coded. Crossing. Tata also a question. Buse na
question Emma, the next person over.
Okay.
Obi ne born in Jomose in Tomago, and yes, I mean that Kamuda. Tomago, ocean, and there are some young fanning. And yes, on that Kamuda.
What debim?
What da Adakamuda? Ya Yisika, ya Kasisika, ya Kaya Yisika, Edia Coponda. Nanso ende na ayenesa enti me question me pese me de balance de bia yese asew mamefo de bia ye de ba me ba uchewu ende yi a wo ba be ye asew yi once upon a time were you not a wife na e ba ne sende ne san ye den na wu ende I will say, and that dear, when I will be control ba. Now, time no, woo ye, wife no dear. It was not okay, but and that dear, okay, say you be a mother-in-law, no. You have the right to step into the affairs of your Ubabema Awarimu.
Okay.
That's my question. I hope I make sense.
Yo, Mr. Kenny say always my question too. Okay, na ye tie wo. Inti your wife sir. It was said ye tie.
My question.
No, ubetimi answer tata taking and I said ye kano. And they busa say in-laws for do they make our marriages or do they break it? And are they na all the time mother-in-laws no yeni wo struggle esa as a debia and tokwa yeni wo ntem.
Right. But a question. Oh, first of all, but you teach you.
I then I called it and what's going on? I hear for now I until Casano.
Oh, it's not Bluetooth for you. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. And I'm also shut down for me, but I'm getting better.
Oh, where is Elvis? Brother Elvis. You too now.
But who said Obia?
Oh, Kafra. On a more serious note, I hope you feel better.
Me too. I think so. It's gonna
Kafra.
pass. Yeah. About your question, no, not the same because I said like I claim 2 months and now beside I said like when we're back home.
In general, we pick a stand. Say, yeah, fine. You can mix and match. It doesn't have to be.
I think back home is even worse. Let me say in-laws no more back home no cry worse than say be more back.
Yeah. Me personally, Patrick, and we'll be on better than me personally, so if we're back home, yeah, what's say in-laws no will be okay. When you miss your son or your daughter, I prefer to request it for some about an embassy. And then so we can bring your grandkids to you so they can come spend some time with you. I believe that's the best way. Because growing up, looking at my family, now I wish that any misunderstanding too much between the in-laws, because my grandma, so Oba Ufia and my grandpa Eba, Oba visited for a few hours, but they're not staying. But for the most part, if a person maybe for a long period of time, I feel like the whole day, they be man be or best to mark Sabra, while feeling none of them suffer, none of them prayer. Okay, and so she would not stay. Like obey cause any kind of discomfort and as an inconvenience be amount. So that's what I'm used to. And in-laws to me, no. Me personally, no. I wouldn't want an in-law in my house if we're back home. That's how I prefer it. But if I acquaint you, not say in-law no, obesity aba because I say won't watch it. And I say the banner per se ne mami ebe hu abroche. I'm not percent papa ebe hu abroche. Then we both have to have a discussion. And I who say okay, if I know a bit like how much time is too much. Okay. Into not a honor no. We have an understanding. Say over it's now 1 month and maybe 2 months or 1 week or whatever the case may be. Like what time period that is pushing it, too much for either the husband or another wife, the opposite person. And then the bushing in maybe when they say in-laws are supposed to fix but just like you all are saying, if you move on, that's not what they're there for. I personally haven't had an experience, a bad experience, because I like to mind my business. I'm not married, so I've not had any bad experience with my brother-in-laws or sister-in-law or mother-in-law. But they're supposed to assemble by also not I'm gonna fix it whatever the situation is, and yes, but yeah, at some point there's some jealousy here and there, or people that like to say, and basically be now this year Juana Bibisa into that almost show in a certain way. Me, if you do that to me, I'll ignore you. I can care less if it's my money. I don't owe you any explanation. That's how I feel about that. You know, he just said, "Oh, what this will be a do with the guy." You talk to your child. I'm not. Me, my no ever told no. To where there's gonna be disrespect, because at the end of the day, you know, you're also like my parents.
Right.
You know, it's almost as when Chibia not just say, "Hey," and I'm what there, and why you say, you know. And so I prefer that my no and the two side. You know, I'll give it the same respect I'll give my parent. But yeah, the goal is that Obana said be over free instead of being you know, biased. Now when the when the in-law is there,
Right.
if my in-law is coming to visit, I'm gonna cook her food. First of all, maybe I also be having allergies. And I'm on penny and I'm on penny like spicy food, or be sweet, you know. And then I decide fruits, vegetables. No, you ask them. Now who they are or pet. Until to turning in and I said, "Oh, near there, and that's how I'm pet. How you cook now? Or my one. Now I should be saying, say, oh, okay, maybe so. Until the day, never be saying I meant to talk about. Now, you know, I don't mind. Which means you can channel to cook it how you want it. But if I'm me call there, you know, men there, you know, just say how you want it and enjoy your stay, you know. But open so me there so and teach me how you want your stuff as well. I don't mind, you know, and then I can make your food whenever you want me to. But initially, I'll make your breakfast. My goal is to, you know, send my somo. You know,
Okay.
But woman who said, "I shall send me and when you want it, and you have my kitchen to yourself." You know, you handle it because, and you know why I want to have my husband.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, I would give you that reverence. Not a MC Kirk, like I said,
I also ma order o meduane o ba fa o sika no bi abra. How is that even possible?
Exactly. I totally understand where it is coming from. Yeah, man, say, parents and wahanum, fee. Now they're gonna babysit their grandkids, right? If you're shy, if you maybe I'm for somewhere, you know. Now show me who was say fine. You better say grandkids, you know, because daycare now, I'm infections in them, and I'm my quality. Okay, we're gonna take care of them. But as I'm taking care of your kids, you know, I'm losing a certain amount of money. Okay, and you know, where I hate because they gotta pay their bills too. And you know, not one casa no mommy and our papa, you know, not just say what's sorting it out to cry. Okay, but that doesn't mean say you're paying them, you know, for what they're doing. Now, if you live in this country, everything is money. And you know, say grandma can say, okay, first of all, it's safe. And you know, even though say question mark for us sometimes no grandparents be it's molested in Kolani, aunties and uncles and stuff like that, you know, but for the most part we're wishing for the best. And so I mean time is money. It's money because so the daycare you're gonna pay more than that. Okay? And you know say the parents will decide to just because they say or show not just say what money be crazy. Because at a point I was gonna try to see if I can get my dad to come help me over here. Right. And Papa say, "Oh no, Papa be I'm like, okay, we'll be 40 hours because I might need you sometimes at home." Okay. And I'll say, "Oh, okay." And then I'm saying, "Oh, like I don't like me, mom, it's not. I mean, mouse for you know what you're doing because I know that you need money, you know. It's you know, I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna sit and decide how much I'm going to get to our AOK." And I'm about to say, okay, fine. So if we do that now, the amount of money I want to have in a month, you know, now I subtract it. The only one living it's a balance. That means here for the month, and I'm going to okay, so I can get whatever I need monthly. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, that's that makes sense. It's just because they said, Obama in-law this because one or the other, you're
sweet. Because I'm going question, oh, Papa, be show ma. I was super Gianni Cano. Or expecting so becoming that.
my father did not ask me to pay him, but I know that he has responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to be fair. You know, he has responsibilities. It's, you know, I'm only going to feed him, like my money, the pensions, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, one behind him, no, or you sue a one stone to kill, you know, two birds. So when I help him, you know, that's what life is about, okay? But I mean, all that being said, no, if I have an in-law who's going to give me a hard time, I'm gonna respectfully put you in your place, but then it's going to get to a place that I'm gonna need you out of my house because I am a marital home. Respectfully,
okay.
yeah, respectfully. I mean, you can communicate, yeah, with opinion without being disrespectful. But man, no, I tell them what I say. Sometimes by the time I say you have to go you know, and so not dream one. And I say, politely, you know, not I say, boy, dear. And I say, no, yeah, and I think I'm material, yeah, and I said, you get it. Yeah, so there are so many ways to kill a cat. But yeah, me, my own stomach, you know, you know, so that's my little take on there. Me and my in-law and Bobby speaking. I mean, can't you understand? On one, so on be chia in the name of the Bemano. I mean, obviously, what's so mano, me very if you say the music canon, I'm in a nice way. What's one a restroom? But there's a way I can find the can out and I'm nicely. So I mean, what is food? You know, or on my best idea. You may want to buy them one or two things and stuff like that. You make them feel comfortable and enjoy you. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you know, so you want the relationship to be as positive as possible. But if people want to you know, you can't get it. You know, you can't win with those people. You can also respectfully, you know, you must respectfully know how to, you know, deal with them. Because at the end of the day, you know, and you're more, and you don't have their son. That's what we have to, you know, keep in mind as well. And you know, and then physically, you know, use your common sense as well. And you talk to your husband, and then the husband fixes it. Period.
Na yedase epa yedase yenua sisterhood yenyina ye ba chese de yenyina ye ken it sounds very good any problem adeni yenya saa wo hawo no because obi aseme me mother-in-law say menu aduane ama no ba me krokro no me respect no ade mother-in-laws no mo appreciate eno ma na yo ama me question am ibusa on say how do you deal with servants? Oh, okay. Ama Mr. Any yentie servants we are not about so why? Okay, yo.
I might go off of the app a little bit.
Okay, yo. Me pacho. Yeah, any servant, my main question when so enfra wo de no na o de abab wa boaye wo ho say say wo mother-in-law bi a wa betina mo nchen na de wo kunu be ya ma obi opesu ohum wo kunu to we ma wa na oto ne sen aden wan to bi ama me wo kunu na esi fie ya ma wa. How do you deal with such a person?
Nana me da sepa the educan o ye in-law o ye in-law and in-law so uru na este
oh servant akate any ama atọ so ama me pacho yenko.
Hello.
Michelle. Yeah, Josupa.
Josuama, Joshua Kwaba.
Thank you. Oh, question then you're done, because I got confused in between.
Oh, okay. Me say, how do you deal with like a mother-in-law? All the time, ukunu ye bibi amawa, omo pesu omu hu. We ukunu oto ne saying, ukunu so sebi ukonyo obi oye nhwehwe animo a. De obeya ma obi ano ba obeka kire o maame a. Yeah, how do you handle that? Say be a mama no pursue humwa. One can't chena or Becca say you are being disrespectful. Or catch an ensua, I say you giving too much information into. How do you deal with such a person?
Oh, okay. That's quite easy. Well, I think if mother-in-law or you're ready to be your friend, we want to snoop on a little bit. And the one you're ready to be your friend will not even want to know what happened in your life or whatsoever. And I'm saying, yeah, fake yeah, especially young Ghanaians, we fake so much to a point where wouldn't pass our simple awesome, so now we're forced on awesome. I mean, what do we want? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Me who must say, me who say, my way on Pemasama. I would know how to do with that. You can smell it from afar. Will be on Pewasam. Questions. Uko Chiana. Questions. Who here no baby sound. We could tell them clearly you are not really welcome. Inti Buddha or said this woman may not like me in the food. At times it will take time for some of them to come around. I think that is what it is with some of them. And I'm me a mother of boys. Inti Aku understand, sir. I'm overprotective with my son so far. Inti, I don't know how the future will be, but I pray they will get in-law. But then again, now Unim said this would not be good for your child. You want to be a little protective. That doesn't make you a bad in-law or anything. That being said, yes, I make my in-law no more. But all that I'm trying to say here, we all need to respect ourselves that much to draw a boundary where you could tell, say, I don't think my mother-in-law like me that much.
Okay.
Indeed, how would I not really persuade him for her to love you, but a way where she can really come around to say, oh, maybe my first impression about her wasn't that good, but maybe I was wrong. It is up to them for them to come to that.
Okay.
I will do my duty. A better fair enough to say a better our duty as daughters-in-law, but not to pry too much just by force. On Pemas, I'm trying to win her heart by force. I think we shouldn't even overdo that so much too.
Okay.
But then again, me who too are so for me, me ni master be until now, and I was praying so I would get. So we need Mamia. You wish you would get a still who accept you as a daughter, right?
Right.
And me all this while, that has been my prayer that I will get an Asil who will love me as a daughter, so I can have a mother figure in that Asil. But I haven't got that, which is fine. Life goes on. But me who are so for me, I pray that doesn't happen to any woman in my life. It shouldn't happen to anybody, because I so for me
good.
Madam for Bako or no name mame bumpire everywhere every second. Now so nebani kum mame ba ya mumie no mote Bako no say yes Christian or no sukutani rosary, but the two of them said the na. They will pray for you and welcome you. But
nice. They are very good.
They are like just a cat, even cat and dog of late in the animal movies. But who say cat and dog can even live amicably than these human beings? And I rehearse this someone you now so that is what breaks hearts. Just a way I say, because some madam for India call all of them mommy.
Right.
But so anyway, a little closer, Kakra, we say, and I'm a bunny, yes, say, and I'm a son of my yes, say, and I'm a son of my yes, say. When I got to the other in-law, I got so confused in the middle. Until I stopped visiting my friend completely. Until Tadakro, my madam for none of us said, hey, open the door, I'm coming. I'm running away from them. Now, madam for the I felt so chilled. That was, how do you handle this? I couldn't be advised because I haven't witnessed that, but it was that bad. The two women can't see front. Bakusa didn't know mommy at na hache. But me mamma na sort me fear. Who are you to even come and ask me? So I didn't know mommy at na me fear. When to say because one person met na hating me too. I don't know how the two of them are surviving, but I thank God because love is between the two of them. The two, both the guy and the lady, they are handling it amicably, but I am that bad.
Wow.
But me say what madam for or ye brony. Messi or no was set